Guys, my nerdy self is so excited about this planner. I don't want to jinx us, so I'm going to knock on some wood here. But I'm getting good vibes from 2026, and regardless of what 2026 might bring, I think we dealt with a lot in 2025, so I think we deserve to have some anticipation of joy and good tidings. But either way, I wanted to share with you guys my little find from Ross. It was as hectic per usual. I don't know why, but the last 2 hours of that store is always death content for some reason. I guess people are just scrambling to do their shopping. And I noticed this planner last time. I wasn't too keen on the color. I'm more of a blue and green girl, as you could tell by my area rug. But the price was right. And I like the simplicity of it. So it kind of looks like a leather, but it's faux. So it's probably pleather, but it's nice. It looks like a nice material. The binding over here, this year I usually get the spiral bound one because I usually like a harder cover. But this year I wanted no spiral because it always gets caught in stuff. If it gets sort of moved around, the pages don't turn as well. And I think this is kind of a sleeker, cleaner look. I like the little added detail of this. I mean, I could do without it as well. The back is very simple as well. But it was only $6.99, which is a great price. Some of the planners that I've liked in the past, they sell at Target or I think a place called Sugar Paper. Some of the nicer places can go upwards of probably $15-20, if not more. I tend to like the bigger sizes. I'll show you the one that I got last year just as comparison. So this is my 2025. As you guys can see, it is quite a size difference. And as I mentioned, this had the spiral and a harder cover just because, I think you guys know by now, I'm not very gingerly. So it's probably good for me to have something a little bit more tough. But I found myself having a harder time carrying this around because it was so thick. Thickness comparison between my old planner and the new one. It was thick. It was kind of cumbersome, kind of an odd size to take around. And I think the slimmer profile, lighter, no spiral, kind of makes it sleek. It kind of, you can pile on some notebooks and not be deterred by it. So that's kind of my thought process. And the price was right. I got this one last year at Marshall's for $9.99, as you can tell by this. I started taking it off and I couldn't get it done cleanly, so I just stayed. Originally, it would have been $14, but this sold for $9.99. I liked it. I like the tabs. I would love if this one had tabs. This does not have tabs for the month, but that's okay. I can live without it. And what I'll do is probably get some stickers or tabbies and just do it for the month so we could easily flip to it. And the other solution that they have as we go through this, I'll show you sort of their solution to that problem. So anyways, definitely check out the Ross crafts and school supply section. Definitely worthwhile. So much bigger, yet cheaper. And I kind of like the simplicity of this one. You just know that it's 2026. If you ever need to go reach for it again, this is January through December of 2026, which is great for me because I am no longer in academia and I want to start January. And I actually have some really exciting stuff to do in January already. So I don't know. I think that makes me more excited to even get this. So let's go through this together now. I'll stop yammering. Oh my goodness, as I knock this over. So very simple design, creative expert at Ross. And a lot of them are cheap, but a lot of them had they were fun. They were fun designs, but they had one with cats and one with dogs and one with a strawberry bush and things of that nature and a very big live, laugh, love, floral motif. It was a little bit, too much for me. The one thing I liked about this is that I can kind of take this into a serious meeting and no one would know the kind of fun you could have inside. Inside is a very different story from the simple outside. You could already tell it's very colorful, and I really like that about this planner. A lot of planners, even my more expensive ones from like Sugar Paper and stuff, they were very monochromatic, which is fine. It's probably cheaper to print that, but it's also a little bit boring. This one, look how festive it is. It's all color. I like that it has, you know, you can call out important dates by month. It has, look at this. It has like plans, notes, don't forget focus. It has like, look how fun. They have a different theme for every month. How fun is that? So this is January, and the paper isn't super thick. Like the paper on this is much thicker. But you know what? I was disappointed that this one didn't have stickers, but I'm going to take the stickers I never used from this old planner, and I'm going to use the stickers. But as you can tell, like actually, no, I'm going to take my statement back. I was going to say I thought the old planner, the paper was more expensive. The paper's thicker, but it's not. It's actually almost thinner. So I retract that statement. Look at this awesome color. And look at how it's thematic for January each month. Each month has its own like little festive situation. I was a nerd. It's never happened to me, but some lady on TikTok was like, just FYI, make sure that your calendar comes with the right months. And I was like, oh no, I've never had to worry about that. But this time I went through this particular planner and made sure all the months were there and all the months were correct. And according to my iCalendar, it is correct. So it's nice and spacious. You get like the, you know, snapshot of the month before, and then you have enough space here. I have really big handwriting as well, which is also why I would like a bigger planner. Otherwise, it feels like I am literally running out of space, and that's never a good feeling. And then a very ample note section. I almost could use none of the note section and just like a bigger monthly calendar, but it's cool. I'll live. And then it has like a week feature, which is nice. So it's a monthly, weekly calendar. Love it. And I love that it has like a little hydration thing that you could tick off just to, you know, tell people that you are obviously hydrating. Very important. Which is good because actually it's not a resolution. I'm starting now, or I have been, to be more conscious of consuming more water. Also, this is like, you can color, and they left it that way specifically to color. So as you can see, you can just flip, ample space to write, and color and doodle. And then look, they actually give you coloring pages, which I think is super cute. So like the outside is like very adult, very buttoned up, and then the inside is like ridiculous. It's very inner child. And no one has to see that unless you want to show off, obviously. And then they give you pages like graphic note paper, dotted paper, just so that you could scribble and note take and stuff. And then it gives you this little page for each month. So this is for February. And look how cute that is for February. It's all Valentine's Day theme. Now, I think you should celebrate love every month. But I guess if you have a holiday where you can get discounted chocolates after it passes, that's fine. And then so you can see that. And then do you see how like it holds with the theme? So February is all pink. Oh, and then this was the other thing I was going to share with you guys. So even though it doesn't have any tabs, it does have this ribbon, like a bookmarker. So you can kind of use it as a placeholder for your months, which is really nice. So I don't think I'll have a hard time, you know, flipping through and finding the appropriate month if I need to so quickly. And this is so cute. It had this March is beautiful. It's like the St. Patty's Day theme. And it seems to also have the holidays, which are nice. And then, love it. It continues with the green theme. And then more coloring. And I love that each month has its own special little coloring section, its motif. because so many people cut corners on this area. It's all the same color. It's like the same basic stuff because it costs more money to be unique. But I love it. And even if the cover is different, most of the creative expert organizers actually have the same pages. So you can kind of custom pick the outside and the inside. Yeah, so this is, I'm just going to fast forward. Look at how pretty this is. And I haven't colored in a long time. June's fun. It's summertime. Look at that. Very cute. I just like that it's so colorful. I'm so used to like the boring drab black and white pages, which is fine. Let's look at what the coloring sheet is for this one. Oh, that's cute. I have very flat feet, so I don't know if my life is better in flip-flops, but we will just take their word for it. Oh, hold on. My dog. Okay, so how fun is July? Red, white, and blue, because we're in America. So it's a very American theme. I just really like the details on this. Let's look at what the coloring is for this one. Oh, cute. I mean, and it's very, like, peppy and, like, enthusiastic. And this is academic, because I think they're assuming it's for a student. If you have, like, a kid or a college student, elementary, middle, high school, college, and you want, like, a really affordable but fun planner that's not going to, like, bore you to tears, I'm also a full-blown adult, and I still got this, so this is a really good option. $6.99 is a really good price. Check that out. September. Fun. And we're going to fast forward here so you guys don't fall asleep. You guys falling asleep? Aw, cozy vibes, because it's fall. How cute is that? It's October. It's Halloween. I'm flipping forward, guys. So if you're like, oh my god, she skipped a month or something, don't fear. How fun is it spooky? Oh, November's so cool. Now, I didn't go through and make sure all the weeks were there, but I am just going to have faith that it is. Oh, that's cute. Happy Thanksgiving. And then we're almost at the end of this year. Oh, December's really cute too. It's very festive and holiday-esque. And yes, it's got a little green theme. And then obviously you'll have to get a new one if you want January. But yes, guys, this is my new planner from Ross. Dress for Less. It's a full name of that store. $6.99. They have a bunch of different ones, different types, different aesthetics. And they had some pretty nice, like really huge ones. They had one that was like ginormous, and it was only $11.99. It was about this size, but like super thick. And I looked at it, and part of me wanted it because I liked kind of sort of the astronomy, astrological motif that was happening with it. And it was like blue and gold, which is totally my like color theme, but it was like literally double the size with a spiral, and I was like, I will never be able to take that anywhere. So I hope this was helpful and or enjoyable in any way. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.